Such a doomy, gloomy day. I've got to get outside. I'm so tired of doing things inside. Let's go adventuring. Alright, check it out. It is raining cats and dogs out here. I don't actually see any cats and dogs, but I'm sure. Look at all that rain on the back of the truck there. At least the aloe plant is finally getting much needed water. It had a lot of sunshine over the last few days, but I've got to get down and around all the way to the bend, throw out this trash. Got to get into the car right here and get my water shoes, and then we're going to go exploring, so let's go. Alright, all morning I've been reorganizing the RV here, been putting things together, building new things, reorganizing again, cleaning up, so it's time to definitely get out, and I cannot find my shoes in our car, my water shoes. All it is a bunch of sand back there from all the beaches we've been going to, but I've got to get into this rain and check things out further into the car, and hopefully I'll find what I'm looking for. Alright, finally found my water shoes. They were hidden underneath a bunch of wet towels in the back seat of the car for some reason, but I've got to take this trash over to the trash. It is a lot chillier than I thought, and the kids don't want to join me on this journey, which is kind of sad because I'm hoping to find something really cool in the river down there. They've got a little sifter that I'm going to take with me, and I'm going to look for teeth, some shark teeth, some Indian arrowheads, and all kinds of other cool things that may or may not be in this river over here. Plus, I've been told there's lots of gators, so I'll be looking for the weakest one that I can bring home and make dinner out of. So funny enough, I've owned this jacket for like 8 years, and believe it or not, this is the first time I'm wearing it. I don't even know why we brought it to Florida with us, but look at that, now it's coming in handy, and it is a weatherproof jacket, I'm pretty sure. Waterproof, weatherproof, and it's not really that warm, but it's definitely going to keep my head dry, hopefully, and my clothes dry. Alright, so here we are at the trash cans, and these are absolutely packed today. Well, actually not. They're just stuffed in the front, which is kind of weird because these were absolutely all empty yesterday. And just right down there, this beautiful area over here, there is a river. This is Peace River, and I've been told there should be alligators like right around here. There's a fallen stump that I need to look for, or a fallen log, which looks like there's hundreds of them. But there's one in particular where an alligator likes to nest around, so we're going to look for that. As I was saying earlier, it is rather chilly today, so I don't think I'll get lucky with maybe spotting an alligator. That would be super duper cool. And they should know better. If I'm hungry, they should know better than to come out today, because this is a day of reckoning for them. I'm going to wreck them. Alright, so looking around this area, I feel like I'm more likely to catch a ringworm than I am to catch a gator today. This is not ideal, and I thought that was a turtle over there for a second. I'm not entirely sure what that is, but it's definitely nothing I want to be near at the moment. There is another location farther down, which I do want to show you guys the rest of this park-ish area, and there is a better access to the river down that way, so we might actually be ending up going that way right now, because I don't think this is all mucky. I don't think I'm going to get lucky in the muck. Yeah. Let's go to that other area first. Maybe I'll come over here when it's a little bit more dry and warm. We are here for a few more days, so I'm sure there'll be plenty of sunny days, which this is the first rainy day, like absolutely all rainy day that we've had in a while. And I gotta tell you, the grass and the greens definitely needed it. This is actually a nice little godsend. And it has been raining since last night. There was a huge get to know ya bonfire that was supposed to happen here at this huge bonfire that they have over here, and it was canceled due to the rain. Now, all the other activities surprisingly made it because the rain held off just long enough, but that was the one thing that we really wanted to go to, and it got canceled, so that was sad. But I'm going to get over here and show you guys what's going on. Alright, so all of this part of the park, which is empty for the most part, is because supposedly they don't have electricity, but look at how nice those electric posts look. They're really high up, which is very strange. I haven't seen anything like that in any other park, and I'm hoping that they might be doing updates, because this is a really nice part of the park. The rest of it's kind of sandy and dirt, a lot of mud, a lot of hills, but this is relatively flat, and it looks like this could be concreted over and made to look really nice, and it would be really appeasing for us, because we've absolutely fallen in love with this park. It's a lot nicer than most people told us it was going to be, and we found, look at all these beautiful trees. You don't get that in many of the other parks that are around here. And actually, this could be used as overflow right now. You can already see somebody's parked over here, even though they're not stationed over here. Look at this. Swamplands everywhere you go. Mush, mush, mush. Ooh, that's deep. Ooh, the honey's not going to like that. I'm going to be fighting this hood all day. I might just end up taking it off, because I can't see where I'm going or what I'm looking for. Oh, that's kind of unique. Check that out. There's stumps. I wonder what that's stopping. Those look like barriers to me, and there's actually a sign right there, so we're gonna go check that sign out and see what it says. All right, so I saw the big no from far away, and I didn't know what that said. I was hoping it didn't say no trespassing, but all it says is no vehicles beyond this point. And I'm really sad because this trail looks beautiful, but like I said, the kids don't really like coming out when it's rainy, so I'm the only one on this trail today. We didn't have much planned for today. It is a rest day for us. We don't always like to go on adventures every single day. We do gotta take it easy on the car traveling so far. And I tell you, this hood is getting on my nerves. I pull it back and it stays there for a second, but as soon as I look down, it droops back down. Then when I look back up, it doesn't go back up. I just want it to stay right there so that I can see. The trail is beautiful, and it looks like it goes a ways, and there's the river just over there. You can see it right beyond this little part over here. Oh, look at that. There's a grill area. Whoa, that mud almost just took me out. There's a little grill area. So this is like a nice little park where you can come and eat and chill and relax next to the water and maybe invite an alligator up for a grill. That would be pretty neat. And this river is a-flowing. Like I said, it's been raining. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon right now, and it's been raining since like 7 o'clock, maybe 6 o'clock last night. And this is a lot deeper than I thought. I definitely wore the right attire, I think, but can't even see the bottom. And I think that's why a lot of people were telling me they weren't brave enough to go in the water, and I don't know how deep this is. So maybe this isn't going to be the best thing. Oh, look at that. I love it. Look at him. Is that a big old spoonbill stork? About to catch a big mouthful of something. How can you even see in this water? Oh, maybe this is the part that people were talking about. They run in, grab a handful, and come right back out. But yeah, not being able to see and knowing that there's alligators in here is not my idea of a good time. Okay, there's some more shallow area over here. But a lot of people told me just run in, grab a handful, and come out and see what you got. And you should end up with something. You know, of course, not every handful is going to be a winner, but you might get lucky. 1 out of 15 handfuls is actually a loser, where you reach your hand in there to grab a handful of sand and you come out without your hand. So you got to be extremely careful. You don't want to be that 1 in 15. So take precautions if you are going to do this. All right, I figured out a quick alternative to fixing my thing. I just flipped that over, and I'm learning that there's tons of fallen logs. They're literally all over the place. That one's fallen, that one was fallen. I'm sure there's hundreds of more that are fallen, so I'm not entirely sure. Oh, that's a big one that's over there that's fallen right there, right between them trees, which that's not exactly in the river, but it's close enough. I don't know. I haven't gone in to take a scoop of it yet. It's kind of deep, and from what I can tell, obviously there's a little river right here. That's kind of cool. I wanted to show you guys, but the way this is sloped, it looks like this is the perfect place for an alligator to come up, and I don't know what it would do over here. Probably join you for that grill like I was talking about, but I would like to actually just see. I don't want to slip and slide. These are not the most grippy, which I thought they were. These do have a good bottom for that. I don't want to sink in this. That's not too bad. Let's see, this is not going to be the best. Oh, that's actually not bad at all. All right, there we go, our first scoop. And we're just gonna rinse it, see if we got anything. I doubt. Oh, did get some stuff. Oh, I think I got a mussel or a clam. How cool. Just gonna keep rinsing that gently until all that muck is gone. And of course, I'm making a lot of splashes, and this is exactly what alligators look for, so I'm gonna keep an eye out as well. See what we got. No, I think that mussel that I thought right there, or clam, is not alive. A little snail right here. Nope, not alive as well. But that was pretty neat, and I definitely know the kids would love to do this, so we're going to try that again if there's another spot where that is more easy to do. So I really don't know how deep this is. I'd love to learn, but maybe in another time. The cool thing about these shoes is now, I have this sifter obviously, but my shoe gathered a bunch of mud and rocks and other types of, I'm sure, creatures, so as soon as I get back to the RV, I'll be able to dump it out and see what else I got. What a beautiful day. I know it's doomy and gloomy and rainy, but that does not mean it's not beautiful. This is an absolute beautiful scene right here, and I really wish the kids had water gear, but they really don't like getting wet. I don't know why. They like being in the water, they like being in the pools, but when it comes to rain, they're not a fan. And I guess I used to be that way too. I never liked to be cold when I didn't need to be. You know, if you're playing around in the pool and having fun, and then you stop, you get a little chilly. Especially, oh, look at that big cypress trail. So there's actually trails that come off of this. I'm sure there was a map that they gave us. Wow, that looks absolutely beautiful. I'm definitely gonna have to bring the family back here sometime. But yeah, I'm sure there was a map they gave me that laid all this out for me. But the only thing I remember about seeing a map online about this place was the river. So I didn't know there was actual trails around here. But this is so beautiful, my goodness. And I probably have it all to myself today. That is nice. Oh, wow. This is too cool. Oh, and there's swamps over here. Oh, my goodness. I cannot wait. Like, there has to be tons of wildlife. Has to, right? Do most creatures go inside when it's raining? I don't know. I already saw that big old bird looking like it could swallow me whole. Oh, there's trails upon trails upon trails. I decided to take the left fork because it brings me closer to the water. And there he is. He's still out here. All right, let's be extra quiet. Try not to slip down this slope. Get a better look at what this prehistoric bird is hunting. Of course, I do not want to end up on anybody's dinner menu, so I'll do my best to stay concealed in the woods. That thing is gorgeous. What the heck is it? Come on, camera, focus. All the little raindrops are taken away from the focus. There you go. The stork stalks its prey in silence, statuesque, waiting to strike. Slowly moving its legs through the running water, blending in as the water moves around it, looking for an unwary prey who has no clue what is about to happen. Because I have no clue what's about to happen either. Oh! Unfazed by the idiot's attempt to create a distraction, the predator stays on target. Silently. Look at that footstep. No creaky boards under its feet today. Oof, this thing's about to get something big. And I'm telling you, this bird is like 4.5 feet tall. That is one massive bird. Sunny days. My arm is getting tired. Can you please catch something? The sound of the river and the raindrops together is so soothing. Is it looking at me? Is it telling me to hush, Mr. George? Absolutely magnificent. Being in the water gives me more confidence that it's not that deep. Come on, big bird. Get you something to eat. I guess we're gonna have to tune into tomorrow's episode to see if he actually catches something. Good Lord, this is taking forever. But you can't rush art and you can't rush nature. Maybe it's asleep.
The great blue heron is a large wading bird common near the shores of open water in the wetlands over most of North America and Central America, as well as the Caribbean and the Galapagos Islands. And of course, here in the rivers of Florida as well, as you can see. You do have eyes you can see, correct? Okay, let's move on. The great blue heron is a tall, long-necked wading bird, and once again, if you have eyes, you can see that. And it is among the largest of the North American herons. And there's very little to differentiate the male and female, for both have an overall body color of dull blue-gray. It has a thick yellow bill, black shoulders, and legs that are generally match the body color. A major identifying trait is the white face that has a black streak extending from behind the eye to the back of the head. The great blue heron always lives near sources of water, including rivers, lakes, edges, marshes, saltwater seacoasts, and swamps. They require tall trees near water to nest in, and often nest in groups or rookeries, which require stand of suitable trees. They have been found breeding at elevations of up to 1,500 meters. Most tend to avoid marine habitats along the east coast and instead live inland. The great blue herons fish primarily during the day or occasionally at night, but most of their activity occurs around dawn or dusk. Herons use their long legs to wade in shallow water, and their spear-like bills to catch their food. Great blue heron's diet consists of mainly fish, but also includes frogs, salamanders, lizards, snakes, young birds, small lizards, shrimp, crab, crayfish, dragonflies. Good Lord, these things eat just about everything that creeps and crawls in the water, don't they? Grasshoppers and many aquatic invertebrates. Herons locate their food by sight and usually swallow it whole. Herons have been known to choke on its prey that is too large. Great blue herons obtain water by scooping up water with their bills and tipping their head back to drink. Great blue herons live in aquatic habitats and are surrounded by water for nearly their entire lives. The oldest wild great blue heron was said to be 23 years old, but most do not live so long. The average lifespan for a great blue heron is around 15 years, and must be somehow related to Big Bird because he's been alive for, I believe, almost 40, maybe 50 or so years. As with most animals, they are most vulnerable when they are young. More than half of the great blue herons born in 1 year will die before they are a year old, sadly. And if I stand here any longer waiting for this heron to catch itself a meal, I will probably die, because my lifespan will have been over as well.
As much as I would love to stand there all day watching that thing fish, I guess, what you could say it was doing, it actually is walking down the river with me. Maybe you can see it in the background right there. But standing still for that long is hurting my back due to my multiple herniations, and hoping to actually find something, I wouldn't say more exciting. That was exciting for me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. But I was nervous as well. I was standing in some really tall grass, couldn't really see the bottom, and there's all kinds of sticks and stuff around me, perfect places to hide for snakes. I didn't see any warning signs coming through here that there's going to be alligators or snakes, and actually, ooh, that looks pretty nice right there. Oh yeah, that out. That is a nice low area for me to go right in. You can see the sandy area right there. That's definitely going to be a place where I'm hoping to find something that might be buried. I don't see any other creatures. I've been looking in the trees just in case there's a snake up there, and I thought this was something. From this angle, it looks like a turtle. From this angle, from afar away, it looked like a gopher, like just standing there catching rain in its mouth. I thought that was super cute. And you can still see the RV park in the back over there, so I'm not too far. And I would have loved this as a kid. Oh wow, there's something massive up ahead that I definitely can't wait to check out, but I definitely want to get in here and see if I can't scoop up something valuable. And that bird followed me all the way over here. I don't know why you'd want to follow this big mouth. I'm not a big mouth bass. I'm a big mouth without the B. All I'm going to do is scare all your food away. So, oh, this is semi-deep. Still can't see the bottom. And I've watched enough shows on alligators to know that just because they're not on the surface doesn't mean they're not there. They do sink down every once in a while and swim around. But I actually had a dream that I ran into like 15 of them. Not ran into, it was something like similar to this, and there was just a bunch of them just hanging around, and I jumped in the water, and that's when I woke up, believe it or not. Of course, I'd like that to be more exciting. Yeah, let's get a scoop of this. This is nice, yes. Oh, it's solid. That's why it's nice. That is one solid rock. I've got to go a little bit further, I think. The water is actually not that cold. Nope. As much as I'd love for something to be... Did I make all that noise? Yeah, okay. Got me for a second. I thought something may have dipped in and took off. That bird did take off too. How cool. This is actually really warm water, surprisingly enough. Maybe it's because the rain is cooler? I don't know. But we're going to keep walking down, see if we can't find another area to grab some dirt and maybe grab some teeth. If you are wondering what phone I film with and why I'm not worried about it getting wet, it is the S23 Ultra, Samsung S23 Ultra, and they make claims that they're waterproof, I think. Actually, you don't want to get water in any device. I don't care what it is. You don't want to get water in the charging hole. And I don't have my waterproof case on right now, but as you can see, it's getting wet. And I don't think anything is going wrong with it. There's no... I've taken it into the water before. I had Samsungs for many years, probably close to a decade now, and I've actually taken some into the water without any protective casing, and they usually are okay up to I think about 6 feet. That's usually what they say on the boxes or stuff like that. So, oh wow, I thought they were bison for a second, but there's cow just over there. So how cool is that? But yes, if you are wondering what makes this show complete, it is the S23 Ultra, Samsung in general. The Honey uses an iPhone. I'm honestly still not impressed with any of the stuff that they put out. The cameras on these are way better, but supposedly the processing on the iPhone is way better, but I have yet to be disappointed with Samsung. And check this out. What the heck happened to this beautiful tree? And that looks like some fingers coming out of this tree. Wow, this is beautiful. Oh my goodness. It is so crazy to me that stuff like this happens to these trees. And I don't know if it's termites or other types of bugs and stuff like that, but it's wild that it looks like it kept growing. Like something happened a long time ago and the tree kept growing and it almost grew in on itself. You see how it's kind of like folding back over? But the middle was never complete after something happened. What could have caused this? And you can see this is kind of putting out, it looks like the cypress knees. There's cypress knees all over the place. Big ones too. That one looks like it's giving me the finger, but yeah, back to you, buddy. But let's continue on this trail. We are supposed to do some more upgrades today. We got a really cool product in the mail. A company partnered with us, and I'm super excited to hook up. It is Travlfi internet. So hopefully I'll have better internet going forward and not have to worry about cell phone towers and stuff like that. It supposedly works on all of the cell phone towers. So, you know, we have Verizon for our phones, we have T-Mobile for our internet, and both right now where we are have really bad service. The Verizon has a little bit better, which is good to say because I'm still able to upload videos. I don't have to run to Walmart. I usually just let it go overnight and it uploads by the time I wake up. So it'll be really interesting to see if we have faster internet, because with the couple of devices that we have hooked up to our T-Mobile, because you know the kids use the internet for school, sometimes I've hooked them up to my hotspot just to make things work properly. It goes really slow, so I'm hoping to cancel T-Mobile, just keep the Verizon and have the Travlfi, which would be really cool. Check this out! There is a river! Another river. There's multiple rivers, and this one goes all the way through. Wow, this branch is beautiful right here. Goes all the way to that river, and it's cutting off my trail. But I'll be alright. Hopefully. This might be actually a place to find some teeth and stuff. And I don't know if it's just shark teeth. It's probably more or less alligator teeth. But this is a big Indian area. Wow, that tree is gorgeous. That is so cool. I absolutely love the Florida vegetation. Like, I wish my parents would have brought us here when we were little. But of course we could have never afforded that. But still, this would have been such a fun place for me to explore as a kid. And it's more fun as an adult. Especially since I have kids that I can show. And look at that! That is too cool. Oh my goodness. I love that there's always like one branch that grows off in the right direction while the rest kind of just like fall with the tree. And this is getting really, really cool. It's getting more and more wet as well. I thought the rain was supposed to slow down. I don't think so. That's not going to slow me down. Not 10 feet from where I just was, I found this huge clearing in this area over here, and off in the distance, a little waterfall. Check that out. This alone could be one heck of an ASMR. Which is weird. You don't hear too much about ASMRs anymore. At least I don't. Maybe it's because I don't watch them, but that land is definitely private over there. There's tons of signs that say do not trespass and posted do not trespass and stuff like that. But that looks absolutely beautiful over there, and I could literally sit here, especially with the rain right now. This is gorgeous. Sit here for hours, just letting all my troubles melt away. Oh man, this is a glorious area, but I probably should be getting back. Definitely want to bring the kids back here on a warmer day, a more sunny day, but she's probably going to get worried if I don't head back. I'm supposed to be back in time for lunch, and I've been out for like an hour now. Oops, I'm just supposed to take the trash out, folks. Alright, so I just got back from the walk like 4 hours ago, but we're about to hook up our Travlfi Wi-Fi, so come take a look with us. Alright, so let's take a look what's in the box. Some packing material, of course. They want to keep it nice and safe, which is great. And look at that. We've got the Travlfi Journey Wi-Fi 4G LTE mobile hotspot. Yes, a mobile hotspot. So not only will we have Wi-Fi in the RV when we're stationary, we'll also have a hotspot for when we go out and travel the world. We'll always have Travlfi with us.
I cannot wait to use that hotspot.
No, I'm so excited. It's going to be so much better than using the hotspot that we have for Verizon all the time, because it really burns up our batteries real fast. All right, next up we've got the Travlfi router itself. Let's take a look what's actually inside this beautiful box. Some directions which I'm going to read. Don't have to worry about that, honey. I'm going to read it. And here is their plans, which is absolutely awesome. So anybody that's wondering how much and what you get for it, here you go. And then there's the router and the antennas and the cords themselves. All right, so setup is super duper easy. This is literally plug and go. All you have to do is plug in all the antennas, make sure the 2.4 gigahertz and the 5 gigahertz in the right place, and then all you gotta do is plug it in and you're good to go. Next, you just gotta call them, set up your plan that you wanna go with, or there's a QR code that you can scan, which makes it super duper easy. And this is pay as you go, so there's no contracts and nothing to worry about. Literally, you just pay as you go for what you need. All right, so here it is all put together, and this is the front view. Believe it or not, you got all your lights right there, and you've got all your plugs right here, and this is the back view. You've got all your antennas right there, your 2.4 and your 5, and there's even room for a SIM card. That was so easy that we decided we deserve a pop to celebrate. Poppy! All right, so we decided that we're gonna put it up here right next to our music box, and we've got our old T-Mobile in there, which has not been performing very well, which is not T-Mobile's fault. It's the fact that there's no cell phone towers around here. So unplugging this bad boy, out with that, and in with the new.
All right, here he is. Installing it. This is literally how easy it is.
Now the cool thing is that the ones that we've seen this in, like when we went to the RV show, they were always hidden in the pantry. So we figured this should be a pretty good location for it. But since it doesn't work off of any cables or anything like that, it's literally just plug and play, we can move it anywhere we want. So when we go live, it'll be right next to us so that our connection will always be perfect. All right, so we're gonna plug it in. We're gonna watch this puppy light up, and look at that, it already has power. And then we just give it a second, and now while that's booting up, we're gonna go ahead and scan the QR code, and we're gonna pick our plan. All right, so here you go, the Travlfi pay-as-you-go data plans for $129 a month, which is one of the cheapest options out there. You never run out of data. That is the ultimate package that they offer. Pay-as-you-go, cancel anytime, uses multiple networks, all in one. They have other packages. If you don't need that much data, look at these cheap prices for 2 gigabytes, $19 a month. There is no other company that offers such low prices for so much. And for $109, 200 gigabytes. So there's all the ranges. And they have packages for Canada and Mexico. So if you love to travel like we do, and we plan on going there eventually, they have options for that as well. And there, as you can see, it's firing on all cylinders. This thing has the highest range because it works off of all of the cell phone towers put together. Everything is as it should be, and this internet is working great. It's been a few days later, and we have not had any issues so far. So if your Wi-Fi needs aren't being met and you'd like to upgrade your life today, make sure you check in the description below and get yourself a Travlfi. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.